Hi, Stella.
Hi, Joseph.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Awesome. So why don't we start out, introduce yourself, and maybe the first professional project that got you launched into music.
Okay, well, I'm Stella Soleil. My first project was a partnership between a Chicago producer named Howie Benno and I. It was called Sister Soleil. We recorded an EP called Draw Me and You, and by 1997, I had a record deal, my first record deal on Universal Records.
Okay, nice. They started pushing you to work on a new album, right? Like a pop
Well, they
album?
wanted me to do a pop record,
Okay.
and I agreed, and so I changed my name from Sister Soleil to Stella Soleil, and did a pop record. Came out in 2000, but then 9/11 happened in 2001, and the entire music industry shut down, including all records and artists that were released in that time period, and so that was the end of my time on Universal Records.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Well, as an artist, anyway.
You said you moved into like A&R?
Well, yeah, like in around 2005, I started doing A&R for Universal Records, and I did bring a few really big bands to the table, but I really missed being an artist. I wanted to go back to being an artist.
Did you start a new band, or what happened?
Well, in around 2007, my friend M.Shawn Crahan asked me to join the Dirty Little Rabbits, which was a hard rock band out of Des Moines. And so I moved to Des Moines, and one day in my little unfurnished house, I was sitting with Mike Pfaff, who was the keyboard player, and Tyler Ferry, who was the guitar player, and we wrote what would become the song Hello. And it was just a really super catchy song, and
Awesome.
I loved it, yeah.
Very cool. And you had mentioned that you really were hoping for that to become like the lead song on that album, right?
I mean, I was positive it should have been the lead song on that album, but the problem is that we were a hard rock band, really, or we had to make the decision, are we going to continue being a hard rock band, or are we going to move more in a pop direction with this song Hello? I mean, the song Hello was so strong, it actually got us a record deal with the End Records through Sony, but the band decided in the end to lead with a hard song as the single, and Hello got buried on the record. It just didn't get any recognition at all.
But you said it did get a little bit of, you told me it got like a tiny bit of like local radio play, right?
Well, there was a pretty decent sized commercial radio station in Iowa at the time that was playing Hello. So there is a decent population of people in Iowa that really knew that song, but other than that, nowhere else. Nobody knew anything about that song. I could not get it out of my head. It always bothered me. So, COVID happened, and the entire industry shut down, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to reach out to the guys in Dirty Little Rabbits and put it back together and, try and get it going again. But they all had serious obligations, and I couldn't get it back together.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get the song out of your head, and you couldn't get the band back together to get it back out there. What did you do next?
I literally thought to myself, I have to get this song out there. How can I re-record this song? And I thought, I need to get a really great producer. The first person that popped into my head was a producer named John Fryer. He literally produced two of my all-time favorite records, which was Pretty Hate Machine by Nine Inch Nails and Head Over Heels by the Cocteau Twins. I reached out to him, I sent him the track, and he said yes. And so then I needed musicians, and my lawyer, Tim Donahue, stepped in and literally put together the most talented group of musicians I could have ever hoped for. Yeah.
Really, really cool. And that's the point where we pretty much met.
Yeah. And then I met you. And after we only had one rehearsal. I only had one rehearsal with these guys, but we did rework the song. And we came into the studio and worked with you. You engineered it. And we were supposed to only record for one day. It wound up being one day for the band and 50 hours of recording for me. So like 5 or 6 days it took us to record this, and then we sent the files to John Fryer in LA, and he produced and mixed it. And when it came back, it was better than I could have possibly expected it to turn out.
Awesome.
I was super excited.
Do you want to say anything to the audience before I let you go?
I mean, just how excited I am to share this new version of this song with everybody, and also that I am already scheduled back in the studio to record the second single. So
Awesome.
yeah,
So,
I'm excited.
more stuff coming, guys.
Yeah.
All right, well, say bye to everyone.
Okay. Bye.